All right, we're coming to the end. Tickety-Boo news. Do we have this? This is my favorite part of the show. I just wanted to do with like one show that's all like just me running by in flags and dresses and things like that. Here is a story I read, and I sent it to a pal of mine who is running a show at the Hallmark Channel. Now, I'm a little obsessed with the Hallmark Channel. A couple of, it's got to be 5 to 7 years ago, I was sitting up at night channel surfing with a scotch in my hand, and I hit the Hallmark Channel, and they were playing their Christmas thing, which is just one show after another with the exact same plot. A woman who works too hard finds love, or a woman who has some value that finds love, and she never thought she was going to find love, and her mother is complaining, why isn't she going to get married? And she finds love. And if she finds love for Christmas, and sometimes there's an angel, sometimes there's just some, for some reason, women love stories. Why? Some woman is going to have to explain this, but women love stories that take place in little beach towns. So there are always, a lot of these take place in little beach towns. Beats me. I have no idea. But anyway, there's a story. So I started watching these things because it's like watching a woman's daydream. It's like, that's what they are. They're daydreams, and they work like daydreams in that they don't even have any tension in them. Stories have this tremendous tension. Is the monster going to get me? Sometimes you can't even stand the tension. But daydreams aren't like that. Daydreams, like you have the tension, you pose yourself the problem, you solve it right away. I mean, it's just this like dopamine release, So that's what'll happen. Like the guy will do something like not show up at the wrong corner for a date, and she'll think, oh, he must have not loved me anymore. And then she'll find, no, he's at the next corner over. It's just like these dopey stories. But here is the thing. In 2016, Hallmark saw a 10% increase in total viewership and a 26% increase among viewers 18 to 49. During the 2016 election week, it ranked number 4 among primetime cable networks, even ranking above MSNBC. People are watching this. When I first saw this, I thought, is anybody watching this? But people really are. And these are all full of home values, old-fashioned values. Love is placed above work. Women are actually looking for love and not necessarily looking for, big-time success. They're not anti-feminist, but they're sort of absent feminism in some way. And one of the things about reading the news is you should always watch when the facts stop and when the explanations begin. And the explanations are always like an expert at Columbia, who knows nothing. Nobody knows anything. So they try to explain this. Oh, it's a terrible time and politics is so terrible that people are turning to Hallmark. Like, how do they know? Did they ask anybody? No, it's just some expert. This is what he says, So what I see here is that these values that the left has tried relentlessly to destroy are still alive in people's daydreams. And the thing that I started out saying today is that it's not enough to attack the lies of the left, because ultimately the lies get in your head anyway. You have to remember what it is you believe. And one of the wonderful ways of knowing what it is you believe is find out what you dream about. What do you dream about wanting? Are you a woman who works because you were told you should work, but what you dream about is having kids and staying home? Are you a woman who wants to have some other job than you have? A guy who wants to be doing something you're not doing? Those dreams tell you what you want, and no one has the right to tell you that those dreams are politically incorrect and therefore you can't have them. And one of the things that has really gotten me is the way political correctness has wrapped itself around people's minds so that they feel they have to drop their voice when they speak the truth. They feel that I cannot tell you how many women have said to me, what I really dream about is having a man come and rescue me, but I know I'm not supposed to dream that. And I always thought, who told you? Who the hell? What sheriff got the badge to tell you what you should dream? And obviously, this is true of men too. If you want a certain kind of woman in your life, if you want a certain kind of life, a certain kind of job, don't let anybody tell you what you're supposed to want or why it is. And when you read the news, always remember that there is a point, almost always, very early on, where the facts end and where the opinions begin. And the facts will tell you more about your life and what you want and what the world you are living in than all these experts put together.